referee from the Philippines for the first middleweight quarter-final. Judges from France, the United States, Moldova, Thailand and Colombia. And it brings together a rematch from the World Championships in Chicago last year, when the man from Venezuela, Alfonso Blanco, beat the man from Ireland. And here is the 26-year-old Dubliner, Darren Sutherland. Got a bye in his opening contest and had a real bruiser in his first proper contest. Stopped his Algerian opponent with 4 seconds to go before the end of the contest, and he may well have to rely on sheer power against a very, very good and very talented opponent. Only 22 years of age. A lot of people are making noise about this fella in professional terms. Lost to the runner-up, lost to the gold medal winner, Matvey Korobov of Russia in Chicago last year. Timing just about perfect. This is a rematch from Chicago in Illinois, in the United States, where the World Championships were held. And the man in red, the 22-year-old from Venezuela, Alfonso Blanco, or Alfonso Blanco Para, if you want to give him his full title. He's passed the man in blue, the Irishman Darren Sutherland. Interestingly, in his opening contest, Alfonso Blanco ended the World Championship hopes of Britain's James DeGale, boxing then for England, and we'll see him in about 15 or 16 minutes time once we get through this one. Two big punchers, Richie, but Blanco can box a little bit as well.
Yeah, he prefers to box probably slightly more on the back foot, Blanco, but Sutherland here, I can see the tactics straight away. He's got to get close to his man and land the big shots. He actually reminds me of more of a 3-3s amateur, does Sutherland. He relies much more on power rather than speed and movement. But he's got to get close to his man here and land with those hooks.
Sutherland, the shorter of the two, the chunkier of the two, has got that guard very high, and he's defending quite well. And he's the sort of boxer, if he gets in and gets close, he has got a lot of power in both hands. But at the moment, he's soaking up everything that Blanco's throwing at him on his gloves and forearms, and he's keeping the head down, and he's nicked a little punch. And there was a right hand from Sutherland, and the Irishman has opened up a 2-0 gap against the world silver medalist. A long way to go. Clever, wicked-looking left by Sutherland. A real rib tickler. And look at this, Richie.
Yeah, this is good tactics from Sutherland. Getting close, but it's the guard that's the key here. He's keeping them elbows tucked in, the hands nice and high. So it's a guard that's hard to penetrate, and that's where Blanco, he just can't get through. Sutherland's getting close and nicking the odd shot. He's boxing very well indeed.
Well, he's doing his fair impression, Sutherland, of a snapping turtle. Nothing much there. He's right in the shell, and then all of a sudden he comes out and he takes a chunk out of you, and he's done that 3 times. What a very good round by Darren Sutherland, and that is going to make the Venezuelans think. And Billy Walsh there right in front of Darren Sutherland could not be happier.
Well, it's a good
story over here. Sorry, Rich.
I'm saying it's a good situation for Sutherland, because now Blanco may come at him a little bit more. He may leave himself open, but this was good work on the inside. A couple of good left hooks, and then a left hook to the chin as well there from Sutherland. That was good, but he's getting close to his opponent with a nice high guard. That's the key, and then just popping a shot in here and there. Looking for the shot, the odd single shot from Sutherland. Nothing getting through, you see, from Blanco. He's throwing plenty of punches, but nothing getting home.
What a very good round from this fellow. And from St. Vincent, mum from Dublin. But at the moment, the Irishman in blue whipped out another left hand, and that was a corking little shot from Sutherland, and he's ambushing this fella. Blanco is coming forward, and Sutherland is boxing so cleverly. Can he sustain this for another, well, 2.5 rounds or so? If he does, this could be interesting. That wasn't a bad shot by Blanco with the left.
That left hook from Sutherland was a super shot, because as Blanco's throwing shots, he actually drops that right hand a little bit, and Sutherland came across with the left hook around the corner. Super.
Well, Ireland, out of an Olympic contingent of 5 boxers, have got 2 through to the medals so far. The light flyweight Paddy Barnes, the light heavyweight Kenny Egan. And this fellow was, well, not fancy to do anything here. He still hasn't got through yet, but he's leading 4-0 midway through the second round. Sutherland just does not want to drop those hands at all. If he keeps doing this, Richie, he might be all right. He got caught with the right. He just let the left slip away from him a little bit, and he doesn't want to concede anything more.
Yeah, he made the mistake there, throwing the jab. He didn't get the jab back to the guard position quick enough and got caught with the right hand over the top. He's just got to keep it tight, Jim, here. That's all he's got to do. Another good shot.
Absolutely wonderful stuff from Sutherland against the man who beat him in the Worlds last year in Chicago, before going all the way to the final. And in the semi-final, remember, Blanco beat the Kazakhstani boxer Artayev, who's coming up next against James DeGale. That promises to be a cracker as well, but at the moment, it's the performance of his career from Darren Sutherland. Keep that left hand up, don't get too clever. Keep doing what you're doing, I think, is the message from the Irish corner. And this is another good round from Sutherland. And Richie, at the halfway stage, to be 5 points up against the World Championship silver medalist is, well, quite incredible.
Yeah, it's a good performance. Blanco, in the middle of this round, actually turned southpaw, and that was made the wrong decision because he got caught with the right hand from Sutherland. This is a super display from the Irishman.
Is Blanco worried?
Yeah, he will be now. I think it'll be panic time from the Venezuelans now. They'll send their man out. They'll literally sustain the attacks and try and really push Sutherland back. But there's that little left hook, and that was when Blanco was actually throwing shots himself, but just dropped his right hand. That was that shot there, right hand across from Blanco. That was a good punch. But that's the only shot that he's conceded, Sutherland. Good display. Good straight left, good straight right, just missed the target. But it's the hooks from Sutherland that are his dangerous shots when he's up close.
Well, Blanco seems to be taking everything on board, but he doesn't look all that terribly confident. There's a little far away look in the eyes there, and he looks frustrated. And I'll tell you, Richie, mentally, I think Sutherland's got the edge, apart from physically. 2 of the best rounds of boxing of his career by Darren Sutherland. 6-1 up at the halfway stage against a man who beat him in the Worlds. We've seen 1 or 2 turnarounds from the Worlds, of course. The Russians in particular have really been disappointing. Came here with 11 boxers. Only 3 through to the medals.
Blanco just changing his tactics here. He's trying to do what Sutherland's doing now, but the Irishman is better equipped for it. He's shorter, he's stockier, and he gets home with another good left hook, and again.
This is a performance of muscle and power, well, and sheer bloody-mindedness from Darren Sutherland, clubbing away at his man, giving him no respite whatsoever. And Blanco's had to think, and I don't think there's a plan B there from the Venezuelan. Great stuff by Sutherland, cracking shot again, dropped his hands a little bit, encouraged Blanco to come forward, and then he popped him with that magnificent left of his.
Yep, the accuracy from Sutherland is plain for everyone to see here, and he's just picking his up and just taking his opportunities and picking his punches from that crouch guard position. The left hook especially is the one, and his timing's very, very good here.
Well, 9-1 coming to the end of the third. Nobody, I think, would have predicted that at all, apart, I suspect, from Darren Sutherland. Terrific performance by Sutherland. Just
goes southpaw again, Blanco, but it's just not working. it's not working going southpaw. He's actually going to walk onto more right hands if he continues to do that. His guard's not as good either now. He's getting more open, more frustrated.
And I'll tell you something, if he gets sloppy in the last round, and it's going to go into the last round, and he lets the hands go down, Sutherland has the power, particularly in that left hand, to stop him. It was 2013 to Blanco last October in the World, and this is the performance of a lifetime by Sutherland. The Irish have never had a light flyweight medalist in the Olympics until Paddy Barnes got through. They never had a light heavyweight in the Olympics until Kenny Egan got through. They've never had a middleweight in the Olympics, and I'll tell you, unless Darren Sutherland concedes something very silly here, it's going to be another first for the Irish, and 3 medals from a smallish contingent of 5, Richie. What a return for Irish boxing.
Yeah, very good indeed. Sutherland is doing the business. Yeah, and this Venezuelan corner, look at the body language, he doesn't seem interested. He's got no plan B, I think you said that, Jim. Sutherland's just got to keep it tight now and not make any mistakes.
Well, we have 2 minutes to go, but I do feel that Sutherland has broken this fellow's heart. Left hand into the middle from Blanco didn't count, and he's not doing anything different to what we've seen in 3 rounds so far, and Sutherland has tucked up and popped out and picked off and has boxed so cleverly against a man who was meant to have all the physical attributes, but yet it's Sutherland who's shown, well, a master class in boxing.
Yeah, he's boxed very well. Gets caught with a good right hand there.
Well, that should have scored for the Venezuelan. Sutherland picked up one himself. Really should have cost him there, but the gap is still 9 points. And this is just quite unbelievable. All of Ireland will be, well, whooping and hollering. Never mind the contingent here, who will be bursting into the fields of Athenry any second, I can tell you.
I think it's the timing and the accuracy, and obviously the tactics from Sutherland, that's why he's been successful here. But he's had to pick his punches, and he's just got through the odd chink in this man's armour, because he's got the guard starting to drop from Blanco, and he's got through with the shots, Sutherland, especially that left up.
Sutherland's left hand has been fantastic for him. Look, working cleverly into the body with the right, trying to pull down the hands of a beleaguered and tired and frustrated, and you've got to say, beaten Venezuelan boxer. 2013 to Blanco in Chicago last October, 10-1 to the Irishman. Here, the 16-point turnaround, if me sums are right, as they say in Ireland.
Oh, another good left hook again from Sutherland there.
And the Irishman is giving the world silver medalist a battering, and Sutherland says, hey, I've got you, me lad. And Sutherland is going to do it for Ireland. Wonderful bruising, battering performance by Darren Sutherland, and Ireland have got themselves another Olympic medal, their biggest return in any Olympic Games way back since 1956 in Melbourne. Wonderful performance by Darren Sutherland, won every single round. He conceded 1 point in 4 rounds of boxing to the world silver medalist, and he completely walloped this guy to a standstill. What a display by Sutherland.
Yeah, terrific performance there from Sutherland. Well timed, good tactics, good guard, and in particular the left hook, his best shot. Yeah, he's rose to the occasion. Good luck to him.
Oh. Well, it doesn't get better than that. Wait for the roar from the Irish. Sutherland's hand goes up, and Darren Sutherland has given Ireland a 3rd medal here in Beijing. Well, 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 you know, we've watched this fella over the last few years, Richie, in 4 Nations tournaments, and we've watched him box here and there, and we've always said he is a puncher. There may be 1 or 2 little flaws in terms of his overall boxing, but he produced a performance tonight I mean, really, at middleweight on that level and against that level of opponent, could he have done any better?
No, I thought it was an excellent display. I don't think he could have done any better. Here we have him there, just landing with a right hand high on the head. But it was his guard. He got caught with the right hand there. But throughout the contest, especially in the first 3 rounds, his guard was magnificent. He just backing his opponent up there with a good jab. He was working away downstairs, but it was the left hook to the head that was his best shot. He didn't get through with it there. There's a lovely little short left hook there. That was a good example. But throughout the contest, the guard was very hard to get through. He went into the contest psychologically. He was beaten by this fella before, and so, you know, he's kept them invisible blinkers on. He's forgot about that. He knew he had to do a job. They've stuck to the tactics, and they've got it right, the Irish, and yeah, all credit to him.
Blanco's heart is broken. And this fella's heart